Hello everybody and welcome to another video, and today there's no gameplay, there's no anything. Today we're just talking about conventions, and the reason I mention that is because this coming week I'm going to be going to PAX, and I am excited as all heck for this thing because I got friends coming down from Houston, from California. I got one coming from London who are going to be coming with me. They're going to be staying with me, and I'm excited. I'm excited because I've never been to a gaming convention, but I have been to conventions. I've been to 2 video conventions so far. I went to VidCon and I went to Playlist, and I learned some things. I learned some things from my first VidCon. I learned some things from my second VidCon. And you know what? That's what this today is going to be. Today is going to be a top 5 things that you need for every convention, because you definitely want to go prepared just so you can get the most enjoyment out of all of it. And here they are. I'd say lesson number 1 I learned is dress comfortably. Dress as comfortably as you humanly can. And I'm not saying come in pajama pants or anything like that. What I'm saying is wear some comfortable shoes that you know you're going to be walking around all day in, because I went in some Converse the first year. Actually, even my second convention, I went in some Converse, and I found out I had like my feet were hurting. It was terrible. So try to wear like some running shoes, something like that, because I mean, nobody's going to be judging you based off the shoes you're going to be wearing. You just want to make sure that you're able to walk around comfortably all day long, because that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be doing a lot of walking. You're never going to be in one place for an extended period of time unless it's like a panel or something like that. And so keep that in mind. You know, just like, okay, what am I going to wear? If it's summer, wear some shorts. You're definitely going to want them. But yeah, definitely come dressed to, comfortably, very comfortably, because you're definitely gonna need it. Number 2, if you're anything like me, you record just about everything. So make sure to bring multiple battery packs. Make sure you have all of the equipment you need, whether it be lenses or anything like that, because you do not want to be in the middle of recording just at this awesome moment, maybe this awesome panel, and they were saying something great and amazing, and then your battery cuts out on you, because that's like the worst feeling in the world, because you went from having something that you could definitely show on a video or anything like that, and then suddenly it's gone. You can't use it because you've only got half of it, which it just ruins the entire thing. So definitely come prepared. I think I'm going to be going to PAX with like 6 to 7 batteries with me, because I do not want to miss a moment. And the same, honestly, for that, you probably definitely want to talk about SD cards, because if you're anything like me, I'm probably going to be recording in about 4K in mine with my Sony a7S II. So you want to get the highest quality you possibly can, and then you definitely want to make sure you have enough space to hold said high quality. So be sure to have a lot of memory cards with you. I'd say at least 2 or 3 of them, at least. Lesson number 3 for my conventions is you want to definitely go over the schedule. I'm kind of breaking this rule right now because it's coming next week and I have barely gone over the pack schedule. I've been too busy preparing for my friends to come over. But you definitely want to go over the schedule, because you learn so much from, these panels are not just to say, hey, we're coming out with a new thing, or hey, we're here to just meet your favorite creator. No, you're actually there to learn as much as humanly possible. If you're anything like me, you don't just want to do this just for fun. You eventually, at one point, you want to make this a job, or you just, honestly, you enjoy this type of stuff, or even if you don't want to make this a job, or you want to make this a thing, you want to see how they're doing it. I mean, whatever your reason is, you want to come ready to learn, and you can't do that unless you know what's going on. You want to see what panels are happening, and you want to see where you're going to be going from one thing to the next, because you might have 2 things that conflict. So that's just something to keep in mind. Just be prepared to look over a schedule, have something planned out, so you know what you're doing pretty much the entire day. Number 4 on this is definitely don't be too shy. And I say this as somebody who is a true hermit. I can tell you, if I didn't have to leave the comfort of my home, I never would. And I think that's for a lot of people these day and age. But when you go to these conventions, you have the rare opportunity to be around people who think just like you. Okay, all these crazy thoughts you may have going through your head, and these people are thinking the exact same thing. Okay, when I went to VidCon, honestly, the concept of talking in public with my camera was still very scary to me. I still didn't do a whole lot of it while I was there, but everybody else was doing it. It's the most common thing in the world. So, if you have an opportunity to go to any kind of convention, say it's Minecon and everybody plays Minecraft and everybody loves it just as much as you do, take advantage of that and realize that, hey, you may have some gameplay partners here. You may just meet a long life friends. Some of my best friends now are from VidCon, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. So you definitely want to kind of come out of your shell, realize that you might have to open up a little bit. And it's scary as all heck, but you're going to meet some amazing people at these conventions. So that's another thing to keep in mind. And lastly, the very last thing, have fun. Just have fun. Because these things come rarely. I mean, depends. I mean, if you're in a city where a lot of conventions happen, then good on you. But cons happen rarely, and you want to really kind of want to, for that period of time, forget the outside world, forget jobs, forget school, forget all that stuff, and you want to just soak up the week. You want this to make it memorable. When I went to VidCon, I was there for 4 days. 4 days only. I went for a day before, and then of course the actual convention itself, and then I left that night. But it felt like I was there for 2 weeks to a month. With all the stuff that we were doing, I felt like I was there forever. And that's what you want to do. You want this to be this euphoric feeling where you're just surrounded by people you love, and it's just the environment. You could just eat it all up. And by all means, I highly suggest you do. So that's going to be my 5 things that I think everybody should learn or know about conventions. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit that like button. If you want to see more things like this, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.